go.
Wait for me.
Keep up.
But there was something tribal that existed there, protecting his own. And you feel that way sometimes. I guess it's the most dangerous place is when you become the head of a whole room lapse. Because you don't know what that person's going to do. Some people
When we find the monk, let me deal with him.
Remember, we agreed to talk to him.
The men who killed my family talked with their swords.
Masako, you will not kill Junshin until we're certain of his guilt.
Your father was murdered. Did you talk with his killer? Lord Shimura tracked him down and collected his head. You've had your vengeance, Jin. Don't stand in the way of mine.
Enough! Bastards! You pay for that.
We need to find Junshin. This way.
I'll be interested when he does unpack all of that. It's always good to talk with
the temple is close.
And so is the monk.
And look, some people might say, oh, he's just trying to cover his ass because he canceled movies and things like that. Well, I never want to be ostracized from the group or their job, whatever it is you do that for your
We can take them.
But at the
No,
same time,
we strike quietly.
Jin.
Or they might kill the monk.
Fine.
I'll take one, you take the other.
and he will continue to work. You know, at what point will we get his redemption story? Will it be a year from now?
Regardless, just get that monk.
Films in the next couple months, which, you know, usually films at his size budget take at least a year of turnaround time. So you probably won't see him on the screen. But who knows? Very interesting stuff. I don't know what you guys think. And a very surprise. Otherwise, we'll talk to you guys a little bit
Reinforcements. I need to get Junshin. Masako!
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
Run! We fight. Mongols win.
They already won.
No. Are you okay?
There's some dog behavior right there.
Are you mad at me because I called you fat? Chunky girl? Or are you just upset your sister's not out? Well, I'm gonna go get your sister up there. She's like, how could you? I got into your lap and now you guess. Alright, Masako.
You were my friend.
Give me the monk.
No.
You shouldn't have stood in my way.
You were my friend.
Give me the monk.
No.
You are defending a murderer!
We agreed to talk to him.
Talking never works.
You promised me.
My promise is to my family.
You hear them coming? They are the enemy.
No!
I told you to give me the monk.
You were my friend.
Give me the monk.
No.
You are defending a murderer!
We agreed to talk to him.
Talking never works.
You promised me.
Promises to my family. I told you to give me the monk.
You were my friend.
Give me.
Look at the grass in the bag. Yeah.
You brought this on yourself.
You were my friend.
Give me the monk. You are defending a murderer! You brought this on yourself.
I like how she straight up kills me, and I beat her and I let her live.
You were my friend.
Give me the monk.
No.
defending a murderer!
I agree.
You agreed to talk to him.
Talking never works.
You promised me.
My promises to my family. You shouldn't have stood in my way.
You were my friend.
Give me the monk.
No.
You are defending a murderer!
You agreed to talk to him.
Talking never works.
You promised me.
My promises to my family.
You hear them coming? They are the enemy.
That was a
Brought
what?
this on
7-hit
yourself.
combo?
You were my friend.
Give me the monk.
They're open on Saturdays, aren't they?
You are defending a murderer!
You agreed to talk to him.
Talking never works.
You promised me.
My promises.
Yeah.
You hear them coming? They are the enemy.
Nope. Buddy. I saw you.
You gave me your word.
When I looked at Junshin, all I saw were my dead grandchildren. Their faces after being cut down. And you were protecting him.
So you tried to kill me? Have you lost your mind?
I have lost everything!
No. You've sacrificed everything. For revenge.
And what do you feel when you think of Yuzo?
I killed him. It's a little different.
I can't let anger consume us. It will blind us to our friends.
There was only one person for
I
me.
killed my friend. He was my
You
friend.
still trust me?
Fuck you.
Junshin won't get far. We can track him down. Masako. Don't ever try to kill me again.
I won't. I promise.
Look for his
Bitch,
tracks.
I will kill you. I could have done it then. I can do it again. Test my gangster, yo.
Jin, over here.
Junshin went this way. Looks like he ran into the woods. When we find Junshin, perhaps I should speak with him first.
So you don't trust me?
It doesn't matter. Junshin won't. And we need him to talk.
Fair point. But remember, Jin, he only needs his tongue to talk.
Me. Well, the implied with the tongue. Hello, Jin.
Who offered you supplies in exchange for information about Masako?
She called herself Lady Hana.
Liar!
Masako, wait. Who is Lady Hana?
My sister. She was massacred with the rest of my family.
She visited me 2 nights ago, wore a crimson kimono with a golden sash. I remember. She smelled of chrysanthemum.
No. No.
I never told her anything about you. I swear it.
Leave us.
My sister's alive. She murdered the children.
Why would she want to destroy your clan?
I don't know. But I am going to find her.
You don't have to do it alone.
Meet me in Kamiagata.
The conspirator. What's up?
Max just said that he was replying to my series of texts this week. Yeah.
Oh, the rack is around.
More than just a cut off.
Well, the snake not attacked the rat with the lid off? Because it didn't until...
He'll wait till he feels safe. Because with us around, when he knows that we're
watching.
It just makes him nervous.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be the same way as any predator wouldn't be eating a prey with another predator around. Yeah, no,
I'm sorry. I need more for that.
Unless they're already accustomed to that.
Yeah, I mean, he may get to that point that he attacks the rat right when you drop it in, but I mean, he may not.
No, yes.
He may just always be comfortable.
I hope it helps.
You make her like he can see better that way too.
True that.
An excellent
But
choice.
he's probably used to doing it with the lid closed.
Yeah.
And he was hungry. So when you close the lid,
Worthy
he was
of
like,
a
finally,
samurai.
fire!
Goodbye.
Come back if you need.
Should be having a snake hunt like that. Just talking about what we could call it.
Oh, I gotta switch my armor now.
Why?
Because I always use the armor as a side quest I'm doing. If I'm doing Masuko's Tale, I
The
use...
archer?
Yeah, it's the archer. Okay.
We make a good team, don't we?
No, flower! Look, another flower! That's my bird. Oh, a bird!
One of Tomoe's training camps is around here.
Oh, I did believe him. Oh. Okay, that was nice.
The ghost! Don't kill me!
What's going on?
Take whatever you want.
I'm not a thief.
Everyone knows you're attacking caravans. The ghost and the demon Sensei.
Sensei Ishikawa? That's a lie.
I've heard you myself.
Heard us? When?
Not long ago. Tearing up the road like starving wolves.
Like starving wolves.
How are Sensei Ishikawa and I being blamed for highway robbery? Head north. Find out who's responsible.
Were they really, it was a really highway robbery? Did you really call those roads back then highways? I can't imagine it came from feudal Japan.
Oh, but this is the next speaking, but it's me, the English is being translated, so I mean,
If you want to pack a bowl and take a bath, or if you don't want to pack a bowl, take a bath. No.
Sounds like trouble. Sensei.
About time you showed up.
You're welcome, Sensei.
You're the ghost.
What happened here?
His caravan was ambushed.
Lots of attacks lately. People say you're stealing supplies. Or sided with the Mongols.
Rest easy. I'll discuss this with Lord Sakai.
Tomoe is behind this.
She sows paranoia and fear. Attacking caravans, blaming us. I caught up to his group too late. Saved him, but not the others.
Where was he ambushed?
Close. Why?
Find the ambush site. Track the rest of Tomoe's group to their camp.
That makes sense.
What's wrong?
Nothing. She has me off balance.
We'll put an end to that.
Rest here. Eat the food I gave you, and wait a while before you leave.
Thank you, Sensei.
Show me where he was ambushed.
How did you find me?
Someone heard a convoy being chased.
People avoid the roads because of Tomoe. When I caught wind of a merchant chancing a supply run, I followed.
Why would Tomoe attack supply runs in Kushi Prefecture? There's no strategic importance.
No. But Kushidera Temple inspires people. Could be a Mongol effort to break morale here.
You don't sound convinced.
I think that's part of it. Not all. Tomoe betrayed everything I taught her.
I mean, do you want to go out and get
She
some?
betrayed me. And after me, her home. I'll hunt her past the horizon if I must.
Let's go.
There's the convoy.
And more victims of Tomoe. Let's see what we can learn. It's a warning to the people of Kushi.
From Tomoe.
From Lord Sakai and Sensei Ishikawa. No travel is permitted on these roads, on pain of death.
Crude, but effective.
No other survivors.
Japanese and Mongol arrows.
Of course. They took off down the road.
And we'll find them. This is the last time Tomoe and her men will ambush anyone in Kushi Prefecture. Come.
Kage!
Hurry! Dismount here. Quickly. There's no time to scout the camp.
Now who's rushing in with his hakama half-tied?
Why is she here alone?
I'll cut her loose. Hold still.
Oh, no. No, please. No.
We're here to help.
She said... She said...
Tomoe? What did she say?
She said I could live until the samurai came.
No!
I am a mean child. All aiming at me. I'm gonna just sit and just hold.
No!
Yeah, I know I can. That's it. They're all gonna. Sensei Ishikawa can kill them all. And I'm
Sakai,
Tomoe set a trap for us, and we walked right into it.
I spoke with her 2 days ago.
Tomoe?
The captive. Heard her talking about a Japanese woman she saw with the Mongols. I asked her to find out where they were camped and report back.
You did what?
It could have gone the other way. We'd be standing over Tomoe's body instead.
You talk about what it means to be a warrior, how Tomoe undermines that. But you and she are the same.
You expect us to be perfect. Your uncle, me, Masako Adachi. But only a child expects perfection of his elders.
Finish your thought, Sensei.
We all carry weapons. We all choose between life and death.
And you're too comfortable with that power.
And if I weren't, I would be dead. And so would you, Ghost.
Not everyone can be a samurai.
But we're all killers. We still have a camp in Otsuna to deal with.
Do you know where you want to eat?
Good horse, Kage. Quickly, Kage!
You ready? 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 Ninja. I am no longer samurai. I'm George of the Jungle. Depends on who you ask.
And Ran is the one who saw their camp.
That's right, Sensei.
Sakai,
Sensei Ishikawa, is all this Tomoe's work?
she and her Mongols have been busy. A woman here named Ran knows where to find her.
Lead the way.
Food. Food. You already had burrito. You already had
How does she know
burrito.
where Tomoe's camp is?
She stumbled on it while foraging in the woods.
She's lucky to be alive.
Everyone with her was killed. Is your name Ran?
Yes, my lords.
The Mongols who did this to you, they were led by one of our own.
Tomoe. I'll never forget that face. She used to ride with a group of thieves who lived here.
That's not possible. Tomoe is from Umugi Prefecture.
She found her way here. Her bow
terrorized Utsna for years. People used to say she could knock a falcon from the sky, blindfolded.
This camp you found, where is it?
The forest southwest of here. Between the river
Philip?
and the western shore.
Friday. Sure. They still close at 9. Okay. That was lame. And then went back to normal. I was desiccated.
Man.
So many bad guys here. We could eat so much. Just let me out. Because I don't have a backup. So many bad guys here. We could eat so much. Just let me out. Because I don't have a backup. So many bad
Arriving in Washington, D.C. from Texas early this morning. President Mayor here in the South is confusing. He's asking for the national
The
guard
lessons I taught her, the secrets I shared, all wasted.
Shelter in front of him.
Why does she lie?
And lashing out at red circles.
Well, it's obviously motivated, and the reason why we're different in this is that people aren't coming to DC as their final destination. What we see is that they are moving on to their final destinations through DC.
And the White House accusing Republicans of using migrants as political pawns.
What Republicans are doing, the way that they're meddling in the process and using migrants as a political pawn is just wrong.
So the White House's preference would be for small towns in Texas and Arizona to have to take care of these migrants rather than large metropolitan
service animal and an emotional support unit. Well, a service animal
One is trained for a specific task, the other is for support.
DC, which is where I'm sitting right now, complaining about 4,000 people on 200 buses that Governor Abbott has sent to Washington, D.C. since April, running to the Pentagon saying, oh my gosh, we need the National Guard. Oh, well, you know what? Cry me a freaking river, right? You know, welcome to the party, pal.
Why don't we secure the border? Because what has happened because of their actions, every single community in America is now a border city. This is a national crisis.
Listen, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And in this case, they have declared themselves a sanctuary city, so they're going to get city, just like here, sanctuary city. The mayor could call ICE, I guess, because they're here illegally. She could. It's interesting to listen to her speak about how their final destination is not because it's not okay. So as long as she's not dealing with the problem, it's fine. It's interesting that the mayor of the nation's capital is not welcoming these people with open arms, given the narrative of the left that everybody who crosses the border should be welcome to stay in whatever community that it is. It's not true to say that Republican governors are sending people all over the country. The federal government, for a year and a half, has been sending and flying illegal immigrants by the thousands to cities across the country in the dead of night because they know that they're doing something wrong, completing transactions essentially for cartels because they get them to the border, smugglers, and then they pick them up and ship them off on planes to a bunch of different communities all around the country. Looking back at the headlines from 2018 when President Trump decided to send the National Guard to an international border, the Mexican border of the United States, are amazing, given what the mayor of D.C. is asking for now. They said that he was militarizing the border, he was xenophobic, he was racist, that this was not something the military should be used for. Democratic governors like the one in Oregon refused to send the National Guard to be part of securing the border through the National Guard. And most recently, Texas Governor Greg Abbott is using the National Guard to build fencing along the border because the Biden administration refuses to finish the federal fence as cartels continue to profit by billions of dollars off of human smuggling. So it's ironic, it's interesting. I'm very interested to see how this tent city that they're going to set up in Washington, D.C. plays out with the National Guard essentially processing these people in the Capitol. But they are living by their own rules now, and this is what they were perfectly fine with before.
Right, it's startling, Joey, to see how the
Cookout.
Mayor Eric Adams here in New York City, how they have completely erased things that they said a year.
Okay, what do you want?
Oh, you need to do some
What?
Taco Bell. I don't. We're running out of time. Everything basically closes at 10.
Don't do they?
For KFC, Taco Bell stays open late and Cookout stays open late.
This is more stupid than funny. And my thought is all it would take is a couple of zombies to fall over there, can't get back up, and it would just jam up eventually. And in most instances, a zombie apocalypse, electricity, it's not going to be a thing.
Yeah.
So that's a very small house. Okay, Taco Bell.
Ago, where Mayor Adams was running for the job and saying, illegal immigrants are welcome here, we're going to offer you so many more services, and now he is complaining wall to wall about being inundated and blaming the callousness of border states that push these people out and push them then to New York. And the reason that some illegal immigrants here are homeless
not winding up in shelters. The DHS, Biden's DHS, is giving them the wrong destination information, and these illegal migrants don't know where they're going here in the city.
You know, 4,000 people lose their jobs every time, one party takes control of the House over the other, right? I mean, to be a little bit lighthearted about this, 4,000 people, that's what she's calling a humanitarian crisis? Like, I thought the number would be 40,000 or 10,000 or 15,000. And Chip Boyd was absolutely right. Go to Texas and see what one municipality of 10,000 people are dealing with. I mean, their own population doubles, triples, quadruples. That's what they're dealing with, and for some reason, with this national effort for the Democratic Party to open our borders, DC shouldn't have to deal with that. And I really didn't understand her point about it.
They should be the only one to fucking deal with it.
I didn't understand how that made them different, other than it's she's acknowledging that these immigrants actually do want to go to places in the Northeast or on the East Coast. I'm from a town that
I don't want to move here.
when you came up from Mexico, you went through Texas, you took I-40 or I-20, you came over, you went to Memphis, Tennessee, that area, and you either went down to Florida or over to North Carolina. People laugh at me or they look surprised when I say that my town in North Georgia was subtitled in Spanish. The idea that illegal immigration only affects Arizona and Texas, or from their words, only should affect Arizona and Texas, really makes no sense when you look at where illegal immigrants actually are. And no municipality is in preparation for 4,000, 40,000, or 10,000 people without jobs and homes to come into their community, and that's the injustice of the border. And that's the injustice of this administration's border policy, which is to bring people into the country with no means or opportunity available to them because they're not franchised into this country. They're here illegally, and say, well, we'll do a court date for 2 years, then we'll figure it out.
There are 900,000 gotaways, illegal immigrants who got out of custody, got into the country in under 2 fiscal years. So,
How many?
In under 2 years. 900,000 gotaways.
Right. So I don't disagree a lot with what's been said, but I would add a few things. First, this problem has existed a long time. It's worse today than it's been ever. When I was in Congress, we were grappling with this issue. Two, Democrats have to understand that this issue, whether it's right or wrong, fair or not, we're going to get blamed for a lot of this at the presidential level, even though it's been a problem that's persisted. I have 5 elements as part of the deal, and I don't know how she should do this. My orientation to politics is not to yell and scream, although that's probably a good gig. I like to figure out how you get things done. Democrats, you got to negotiate with Republicans and build a wall. Republicans, you got to negotiate with Democrats and send more judges and reform the asylum process. Both of you should be willing to send, both parties should be willing to send people like Tyrus down, many people like Tyrus down who are trained and smart down to help law enforcement there at the border. Or we need to invest in that hemisphere in some ways also. Not dumb investments, not silly things, not well thought out things. We spend trillions to stabilize other parts of the world. We spend pennies to stabilize our own hemisphere. And then finally, the drugs in the game worry me even as much, if not more so, than some of the things that you guys said already.
Tomoe never told